find out why you don't like musicals.
I don't
Musicals.
I don't like movie musicals because they're always raw. Okay, so for freshman year, we did Into the Woods.
Yeah.
And there's
Oh, I hate that movie actually.
yes, James did
I
never
just hate James Corden.
never let James Corden be in charge of anything musical
I just
related.
hate James Corden.
No, but we were doing Into the Woods, and there's a beautiful YouTube video, like professionally shot, original cast. It's on YouTube, and it's not bad quality, especially for like the time it was in. It was like professionally shot. It was all good, and I watched it to prepare, and I watched it like twice, and it was really good. And it made me learn about all the characters. It made me learn about their motives. It brought insight into how it was originally supposed to be played. I go to the auditions, and no one knows what they're doing. Like, I get called to do Mysterious Man, and everyone's like, who's he?
She's talking about me.
What?
I knew
I'm
you were
so
going to bring that
confused.
up.
What?
That was
Excuse
a timer.
me? You put a timer. He put a timer instead of a clock.
Guys,
Why is it? Turn off the volume.
It's
You know there's a button where you can just press it and it mutes the whole.
oh Lord.
Okay.
Just pull up like
well,
the clock
while Allison
website.
does that. Wait, Allison, what does that have to do with musical movies?
It's so what they're referring to is in the movie there is no like concrete version of the Mysterious Man. So I had only seen the Disney Plus movie version. And so Rebello, the school director, she calls me Allison, and I think it was like Wesley. It was me, Allison, and Wesley. And she's like, I want you to read for Mysterious Man. And I'm thinking like, oh, mysterious, like edgy and nonchalant, you know? So I go and I play the character like that, and Allison's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm making a character choice. And she's like, yeah, you're making the wrong one.
you're supposed to be like erratic.
And she was right, because Allison got cast as a Mysterious Man, and I did not.
So what did you get cast as?
I was the stepmother. I got to chop off people's toes.
Look at your hair.
I'm
no.
not gonna.
But it doesn't end at just that. Like, that's just an instance of, like, Into the Woods. The prom, it was done wrong.
Oh, that was hard to watch.
Yeah. Like, Les Mis, it could have been better. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch Les Mis, but
it wasn't long enough compared to the... Joseph.
Joseph!
This is what happens when you try to do a podcast during school.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple movie musicals that they do really well on, though. Rent is one of them. Rent, I do have to say, though, I've never personally performed Rent, so it might be different actually performing it, but I felt like watching the movie, it was a good representation of what I've seen in stage adaptations. And also, I love Rent.
Same.
Phantom of the Opera with the girl from Shameless, that was really good. But Phantom, I feel, doesn't really have, like, not that it doesn't have a concrete story, but it doesn't... There's, like, heavy plot beats, if that makes sense. Yeah. So as long as you hit those, it doesn't really matter what you do in between. So I feel like Phantom's kind of easy. Cats
is just Cats.
I just don't like Cats.
I don't understand the whole thing of Cats.
Remember?
Is it human cats?
I am not Angelical. And you want to know who's in that? James Corden.
Oh, God.
I'm sending a link.
The prom was not good either.
Prom wasn't good. James Corden was in the prom.
I
think I know what is differentiating good movie musicals and bad movie musicals. And I think it starts with a J and ends with Ames Corden.
Yeah. Oh no.
Sound of Music. I love Sound of Music.
Sound of Music
is good. I didn't like the dad.
Yeah. The actor was a little whack.
But they redubbed it though in previous years. They had, I don't know who else it was, but they re-recorded the music in the new movie version.
Yes, they did.
I don't know who.
There's a new movie version?
No, it's the same. It's the same movie, but his lines are like covered over. If that makes sense. So it's someone else singing it, and then they put it over, which is, whew, wow.
Oh yeah, that was like the original. Like because Julie Andrews is such a strong singer, and if they released his original voice lines with hers, he's a mediocre singer, and then it's like next to Julie Andrews, it's actually humbling. Mm-hmm. Like that's crazy.
There's Hello Dolly. Hello Dolly for a good movie musical.
I need to watch that.
It's so good. Hello Dolly is a musical about this woman named Dolly. And that's kind of...
No, really?
There's really, like, no other plot. They just kind of, like, do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so that we can continue on, the main reason why I don't like movie musicals is because they take things away. They're not, they made a musical into a movie. The thing that was different about Wicked that I heard Miss McNulty, our choir teacher, say was that they put a musical on the screen, and you don't realize it until you watch like the Broadway version versus
the actual movie.
Movie
'Cause that's
version.
what I did.
Exactly.
I watched the Broadway one, and then when I first went to see it, when they were like the Wicked Part 1, I was like, that's when it hit. It was like, oh, they're doing it just exactly like Act 1 and Act 2.
which is great.
Which some musicals don't do that. What they do, like if in movie versions, they do take the musical, but they cut parts out to put. Holy mackerel! They take the Broadway version. Oh my goodness!
I don't think he's here.
He's not here.
He's here. She sounds
So
so
mellow.
tired.
I hate this. So they take the Broadway version and they cut parts that they think are not interesting and put it in the movie, but they are.
Yeah.
And they make that musical, which is I understand what you're coming from, but I then don't.
No,
'Cause
that's valid.
a lot of them are good.
Yeah.
But then again, I've seen the movie version and then watched the Broadway version.
Yeah.
And it's like two different things.
Yeah.
Like Rent, I've never seen the Broadway Rent,
But you've seen the movie.
but I've seen the movie.
And I think also the one thing that makes a big difference in movies is you can tell when they're just casting celebrities that don't have musical theater knowledge. Because it's one thing to do like screen acting, but stage acting, and to do that on a camera is like a whole different subset of acting. So when they pick like celebrities that have that like don't know the mannerisms in theater, it just doesn't work.
See, it worked with Ariana Grande because Ariana Grande, I didn't know this, but I heard this. She originally started off as a Broadway actor. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but she started off as a Broadway
She
actor.
was like a dancer, I think.
Which is why it worked. It worked
Yeah.
so well because she had that
Sorry. Thanks.
she had that experience under her belt, and so playing alongside.
Same thing with Jonathan Bailey. I don't think he ever did Broadway, but I think he did West End, maybe?
Is Jonathan Bailey the Prince Charming?
Yes, Fiyero. The guy,
Fiyero?
Anthony Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Almost all of them were from Broadway, except I think the evil lady.
Madame Morrible?
I think so, yeah.
You're correct. She's an actress, but
Yeah, but I don't think she ever was on Broadway.
she doesn't sing in the movie.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think her actor at all even. Oh well, actually in part 2 they do. She sings a little, but it's like talking, singing.
But when I mean like Broadway acting, stage acting is very different from on-screen acting. Because on-screen acting, you have to be like very human. You have to be very real. So like
very human.
I'm very expressive with myself, but yeah, true. But I'm very expressive with myself. But if I were to act it out on screen, I'd be like more conservative because that's how humans are. They have like walls in place so that like barriers, like lines. In acting, you have to get across that a person is either uncomfortable or upset or happy all the way to the back of the audience. So you have to over-exaggerate it. So something like a small smile would be, like you would have to brighten up. Like it would have to be very clear in your body language and everything you do. But in reality, it would usually just be a small smile and then you get on your way. So that's the only critique that I've seen about that.
Let's change the subject because
Yep.
you guys both were in like a play, not a musical, but in a play. And what I found funny is your like improv on on anything. Like, do you find it hard like to improv right at that moment, or
Yeah.
like when you're like other people mess up and you have to improv? Do you get mad? Like,
No.
you
I
have
think
to
it's
improv.
I like it because in theater, things happen. And I want to go for musical theater, which. Hi.
Is the other? Oh.
Wow, come in.
Come in.
Come in. We're talking about musical theater.
Oh, on air like is not on.
Welcome
Hi,
back.
Jacob.
Welcome back. How was football?
Football was football.
That
Super
wasn't
Bowl
nice.
just happened yesterday.
He's tired. It was
I
football.
don't know.
Super
I'm
Bowl.
trying to be good.
What were you talking about?
Oh, improv.
Oh,
So, improving, I don't get angry at all. because
again.
stuff
Oh,
happens.
sorry. Again, we are doing this during school hours, so sorry for the interruptions.
I don't get angry because I understand. I've messed lines up. I've missed lines. It's the thing that happens all the time. I never get upset. I never get angry because stuff happens. I'm more impressed at the fact that the first night we did it, we were able to come back quickly.
Murder
And
on
we were
the
able to-
Orient. How do you say it?
Murder on the Orient Express.
That's what we're talking about, by the way.
Yeah.
People who don't have context clues on what I was talking about. I should have said that earlier.
That's valid. More context clues. The first night, there were a few mess ups, which was absolutely fine. There were a few nights where we missed lines. There were a few nights where we messed up. You can attest for that. But
What I find is cool is that we don't know. The
Yeah.
audience doesn't know that you guys messed up. I know you guys do and you hate it, but it's like we didn't know you messed up. So when you do those improv, we don't know it's improv. So it's so like, oh, that's so funny. And then you come and you say, oh, that wasn't a part of the script. I did that. It's just like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad had actually told me after the show, there was this one moment where this girl, Ayla, who is actually the piano player, very talented girl, she tripped over the bar, but she responded like in the French character, like she said like something in French. And so my dad's sitting there in the audience and she's like, oh, that was on purpose. Because why would she just know that?
God, it was awesome.
So it's easy when you're like very in character to be able to say something in character, if that makes sense.
I got really weirded out because I have a clock over there to tell me time, and it says 10 minutes, and then it just, right at the bottom of the screen,
Why does it do
has
that?
25 seconds.
That's a weird way to
It's
format
so
a
it's
clock.
like 10 minutes on the top, and then all the way in the bottom of the screen, just seconds. It was like, what?
Google explain.
Okay, I got a game for us to play. That
I love games.
I was gonna do jokes and see if you would cringe at them.
Sorry, before we do the game, Susical is happening soon. The auditions.
Seussical.
I like the story.
I like Seussical.
It's all
So-
singing,
And the music is good.
isn't it? Just all singing, less acting.
Yeah, singing and acting go hand in hand because you have to act while you sing to
I was
portray
gonna
the
say though,
character.
there's
Yeah.
not a lot of lines though. It would almost be considered an opera. I feel like
An opera.
an opera is is when it's only singing.
Oh, really?
So Hamilton's
Yeah.
an opera. Yeah, you didn't know Hamilton was an opera?
I knew Phantom of the Opera was an opera, but
Phantom
because
of
it
the
had
Opera
like
is an
the original,
opera.
like in dreams he sang to me.
No,
but
an-
Hamilton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an opera is just where there's no lines. Everything is sung. So in Hamilton, everything is sung. So it's considered an
Hamilton
opera.
has no lines.
And I think it's the same with Seussical. I think all of the lines take place in songs,
Yeah, or like it takes place during like the
interludes and stuff like
interludes. Yeah.
that.
I was trying to find, like, so we're playing who would most likely to
Oh, okay.
with the three of us.
Okay.
'Cause that's all we have. But I was trying to find acting who most likely to,
Okay.
and when I came up to that, nothing came. So
Oh, I have so many good ones.
most.
Ooh.
So the first one is most likely to forget their best friend's birthday.
Oh, me. I'm actually bad at
Me.
it.
I know everybody's birthdays because I'm obsessed with star signs. So
I'm so
Oh,
jealous.
yeah.
No, I need to have it down in the calendar. I forgot to text
Yeah,
happy
me
birthday
too.
to my uncle, and that's like,
It's my cousin's birthday today, and if I did not go on Facebook, I would have not sent him. I did the same thing yesterday, because yesterday is my uncle's, and so I went on Facebook, and it was like, happy birthday to my husband of whatever years, and I went, oh, happy birthday!
yeah, no, I
If
don't.
it's not too late.
I don't forget anybody's birthday. I texted my first grade boyfriend happy birthday.
that's crazy actually.
What was the silence for? We're still friends.
That's
That's
a long way to
actually
go.
impressive.
Most likely to become a millionaire.
Oh.
You.
Mm.
I think you.
Oh wait, thank you.
Yeah.
I know. I
Alana?
feel like
I don't think I'd be a millionaire, but I'd marry one.
I was about to say. I feel like Alana would marry like an old rich man and then get all the inheritance.
Be like, oh my god, what happened?
Wow.
We got into a tragic boating accident, but he was the only person harmed.
I think this one's the only, like,
You know?
theater one. Most likely to have a wardrobe malfunction.
Do not talk to me about wardrobe malfunctions.
Oh, no.
Do you remember Into the Woods? With that wig?
Wow.
With
my
that
God,
wig
what
and the
happened?
so first night I had this wig and I had this skirt. And the skirt wasn't like fastened correctly, so I ended up stepping on it, ripped the back of my skirt as we're still dancing. So this is the dress rehearsal, thank God, but of course it was the one time we were taking photos. So I'm holding the skirt with one hand, and then as I'm dancing, I go to slap the guy who was supposed to be my husband. I go to slap him. The wig just falls off. So it's the final number, and I'm holding the wig and the dress.
Oh my
And
God.
that was the only photo they had of me in that costume. So
They
if
don't-
you ever want to see that photo, you can go to the
They-
Fairhaven High School NAHS page.
They don't, like, stop and be like, let's fix it.
It's a dress rehearsal. You just have to
Yeah.
run through, because what if that happened during the real show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Girl. The only costume malfunction I had was I had everything inside out at one point. It was Radium Girls, and I had like this really, really quick change from one of my characters immediately to the other character. So I was like, they were like throwing my clothes off me. I was like putting clothes on. We weren't paying attention because this was the first time we ever did it, and there were people in the audience. And so when I ran back out, everything was inside out. My like nothing was buttoned correctly. So I had to like cover myself with the coat really quickly. Like even the wig was backwards. I was like,
How do you get
Do you
the
remember-
wigs backwards?
oh, it's so easy.
Do you remember the night I went out with my socks? I didn't have my shoes on, so I had to just pad out on my little toes.
Okay. Who's most likely? Oh, this one might, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who's most likely to have the highest screen time?
Oh, for
Like, be on their phone the most?
oh, I thought you meant screen time as in like in the place.
I don't think you would.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Really?
You'd be surprised. Yeah.
I think I am. I think I have the highest.
The only reason I have a really high screen time is because I play videos to go to sleep. Like, I'll play white noise.
Oh, then yeah.
and
you
so
do.
that counts as
That
like
counts
hours.
as like all night,
Mhm.
all night.
God, that's so
No,
real,
I don't
actually.
do that. My stepdad does that, and it annoys my mother so bad.
That's why I have my headphones.
What most likely to have their own reality TV show? I
Alana.
don't know why I cannot stop talking.
Alana.
The instant point.
Definitely Alana.
No hesitation. It's like keeping up with the Kardashians.
No, it's okay. I know. I know.
Sometimes you surprise me, and I'm like, what?
You have like lore. Like,
oh,
that
I
goes,
have
like,
more
deep
than
down.
lore. I have. Oh.
Who's most likely to take a week to reply to a text? Alana.
Really?
No.
I haven't. I
Really?
have 400 unread messages on my phone right now. Some of those people I have not texted in months. Some of those people I have not texted in a year.
I really hope those months are like family members that you see over.
They're like real people.
Oh my.
No, I thought they were.
No,
AI.
I thought they were fake.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I haven't replied to my character AI bot in 3 months. He's
No.
still waiting for me.
No, I'm like actually horrible at replying. But
You can't get rid of that.
Get rid of what?
On Snapchat, the character AI or my AI.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to get rid of it. Like,
You need like Snapchat Plus or something.
it was like,
Ugh.
no, I'm sorry. You can't get rid of him. I don't want him.
I hate Snapchat Plus. Little rant over here. My sibling has Snapchat Plus, my little sister, and a friend does, and they both are, and it's so bad.
I think it's so funny how you can choose to turn on the little badge so other people know you have Snapchat Premium. So like you can either choose to have nobody know or choose to have everybody know.
There's no in between.
Most likely to become an influencer.
Oh.
Alana. Definitely Alana. Most likely to take a week to reply to a text. Did I just
We
read that
already
one?
said that, yeah.
I skipped over the most likely. Who's most likely to intentionally give the wrong direction to a tourist?
Oh, why are you guys looking at me?
No, I was just looking.
You
but
guys were,
it's
like, staring at
definitely-
me.
I know,
it's
that's why I was
definitely
making eye contact with you.
You or me. You or me. I would do it as a, like, if someone dared me to, but not intentionally.
I feel like you guys.
I'd do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's definitely Alanna.
yeah.
Most likely to ask for advice but never take it.
Oh.
Me.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
think
can see
it would
that.
be me.
See that? I think.
What? Are you good?
Yeah.
You need coffee.
Hold on. I need
Most
to go
likely
somewhere.
to be a no-show at the altar on their wedding day.
Don't look at me.
Stares at a lot of.
You wanna?
It's for the drama. It's for
For
the
the
lore.
You get the dress just so you can run in it. You know,
Yes!
like TikToks where it's like, yeah, is how good
The billowing.
Yeah.
The tears streaming down my face, even though I'm not really
You date
that
this
upset.
guy for like, I don't know, a year or so. And he like, you know, will you marry me, Alanna? Oh yes. Comes over. I don't want to marry him. Why did you say yes? So I can run in my dress away from the altar.
He's paying for everything, right?
It's for the drama.
Most likely to end up in jail.
Oh.
None of us. Okay, never mind.
Just a little, slightly, just slightly.
Just a little. Maybe
Most-
for like a misdemeanor.
like a misdemeanor. Nothing big.
Just like a silly one.
Well,
like-
this one we can all agree on. Most likely to have the funniest dating story.
Oh.
Is this about Panera, dude?
If a guy asked you to cut a crust off of their PB&J,
It was grilled cheese.
sorry, grilled
That's
cheese,
worse.
Grilled cheese.
That's worse.
Chicken noodle soup. And he ordered the chips, not the apple.
You run.
It's fine. He's in New Jersey now. He's with that little like Mothman guy.
It
He is
doesn't
Mothman.
matter. If a guy asks you on a date to cut his crust, that's an automatic no.
You go, oh, somebody's calling me right now. You pay the waitress and then you dip.
I probably could have dipped. It was Panera. We already paid.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah. Most likely to get lost in their own hometown.
See, I'm really bad at directions.
It depends. If it's somewhere I've like gone through, like if it was me on the school on the way home, I wouldn't get lost.
Mhm.
But if it was like me to a friend's house that I've never been, yeah, definitely.
I think it's a misconception that it's really easy to get lost in a Acushnet because it's just all fields.
Oh
But
yeah.
there's so many specific farms that I'm able to like landmark them all on my walks.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's Silverbrook Farm, and then you go down a little bit more to the library. Like it's a 30-minute walk in between each landmark.
Can you,
but
thank you, please,
What happened?
Allison. No, I just need to see time because yeah, we're almost done. Most likely to have a snappy comeback. Can we just, let's look at the bloopers.
Have y'all never seen a coin before?
I'm so bad at it. I always forget.
I
so
said
respect
something
it.
about a word being very long for me to read because I'm not really good
I
at
remember
reading.
What was it?
And you went. She went. That's a big word for you, Micayla.
It was something.
And I said
it was something with Veterans Day.
it was something for Veterans Day,
Memorial?
and I went. No,
Okay.
it was like it started with a B. I can't remember what it was.
No, I know. I can't think of it now.
Estonian.
And then she goes, "That's a big word for you, Micayla." I said, "For me, Alanna? Yes, it is." Exactly. And I don't know what face you gave me. I think it was like, I don't know,
Shock.
but I think it's both of us.
Well, because you started saying it correctly and then you just stopped. So I was like, half the word, but not the rest of it.
No,
can't sound it out.
I'm already having a hard time reading off this. And it's the easiest words.
It's your
I couldn't
glasses.
say intentionally 2 seconds ago.
It's okay.
Thank you,
We all have
Alana.
our problems.
Who's most likely to handmade you a birthday present?
Oh, Alanna.
I hand make everything.
I respect it.
My jewelry, my clothes, all my stuff.
I respect it.
Who's most likely to try to embarrass you in front of your crush?
Oh,
And we're gonna stop. Alana.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I'm sorry. That's a lie. That's me.
Oh, you? Yeah, I can see
Definitely.
it.
You do it in like a girly pop way though.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
I feel like Alanna would accidentally do it, but Micayla, you would do it
I
in
would
a
purposely
way
do
where
it.
it's like, yeah, true, but You'd probably do
Just
it in
saying.
a way that, like, it kind
It would
of
be
is
like a teasing way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, did you hear about her? Like, she's dumb, but I love her. I love her.
I would never say dumb. I'm not that rude.
No, it's just...
Ish.
Yeah.
I meant like when you do the poking me in the shoulder and being like, look who's over there.
Oh.
Oh, yes. I would 100% do that. Yep.
Why is your eye twitching?
All right.
We had to push on command.
This was our season 2, episode 1 of our BD. No. Yeah.
BDPC.
BDPC.
You're so close.
This is Alanna. Hi, Alanna.
Hi.
Allison.
Hello.
Me. I'm not saying my name.
Micayla.
It's Micayla.
Okay.
Micayla Costa. What's your middle name?
Next episode is a Christmas episode with new people. Sorry, you're getting kicked off.
What?
You're both getting kicked off.
I really like Christmas, though. Did you ever consider that?
Did you ever consider... Wait, where's
No.
the eviction notice?
Did you ever
Like,
consider that I really like Christmas?
Bye!
Where's the 2 weeks notice? Where's the eviction?
You can. This is your eviction. Bye!
Do we still have that candy corn?